Hey YouTube, Fired Up Prepper here, and this video I just want to ask you a question. Have you thought about what you will do to earn money when after you move out to your homestead, or after you whatever it is you decide to do, but you're moving away from the city, you're out in the hills, you're out in the mountains, the forest, wherever you are, making a go of it. What kind of things are available out there? Of course, you can use barter for different items. If you're growing food, or you got chickens, you got eggs, but you can also sell those things at markets. You can, labor yourself out to work for other people, either on their homesteads or doing whatever that they need to have done. If you've got any skills, some guys are great carpenters or whatever, but a lot of times people just need, people to do physical labor for them, clean up around and what have you. They might need an extra hand building or whatever. So have you given that a thought? One of the things that I've thought about, actually I've got two things for myself. One would be buying and selling, as long as I could have a decent internet connection somewhere where you can always sell on eBay, Craigslist, whatever. You can go into town. I mean, you can find, you can buy and sell stuff from thrift stores, garage sales, wherever, and take it and put it on Craigslist or eBay, whatever. And there's all kinds of apps now also, for smartphones that you can list things on. I haven't had any luck doing that, mainly just eBay and Craigslist. So that's one of my ideas. Now, an idea I came up with recently, because I am in the process right now of trying to get my time back. And what I mean by that is not to have the full-time job thing going on right now. And one of the things I've looked into and signed up for and have tested out and have been very happy with it is Lyft and Uber transportation. Now, you do have to have one of two things. The vehicle that you use, has to be approved. It has to be clean. It has to be nice. It doesn't have to be anything special. I'm actually using a Ford Edge, my wife's car. But they also have programs where you can rent vehicles to do it with. So don't say, well, my car's a beater, barely makes it to town and back. It's an old truck, whatever. Yeah, I would say if you live within 10 to 15 to 25 miles of a decent-sized major city, that would be a viable option. You definitely would write your own schedule. Many people work overnight. There's just all kinds of things you can do. You can do the airport runs early in the morning, and that, however you want to do it. But I guarantee you, if you're anywhere near a major city and you decided to do that, you put the time in every day, you can easily make $100 to $150 a day. You don't have to work every day. You don't have to work 7 days a week, 6 days a week, 5 days a week. I've got a friend that has literally been doing it. He used to do courier service, and he got out of that and he started doing Uber. He's been doing Uber for the last 2 years, and his weekly goal every week is $850. And then, you take your gas expense out of that, say $150. He's taking home $750 a week. And he's basically working, I think he says, 2 or 3 different shifts a day. And he does try and concentrate, in Dallas, Fort Worth on the airport runs. So it's a very, very viable option if you're near a major city that you can get to you know, if you can go in town for, you know, 4 hours at a time, 6 hours at a time, you can make money for your homestead, for what you're doing. So anyway, give those things an option, buying and selling. I mean, there's people that throw things away every week in the cities on the curbs that you can pick up and resell. Some of it you may have to clean up, tinker with, or whatever, but you can go by and take it off the curb before the trash man comes. Believe me, I've done it, and I've made money. I've bought $5 Nike baseball gloves at garage sales and sold them on Craigslist for $45. So there's tons of things you can do. I mean, you can go to, I just went down a road back here, kind of a back roadsy place right off the main highway here, and I ended up having to turn around because the bridge was out to where I was going. So anyway, they had a big sale going on. Man, I wanted to stop so bad, but I can't do that when I'm, you know, when I'm working. So I would have loved to stop by and try to pick up a few things to resell, but you know, give that, you know, it takes a little bit to get going, but it works. It's a viable option. Think outside of the box. Your normal, typical homesteaders are going to think about selling their, you know, their goats, their chickens, their eggs, their fruit, their vegetables, things that they're growing, or their labor. But think outside the box too. There's other things out there you can do. So anyway, hope that helps. Get down below, give me your thoughts, and what you might, maybe what you do, or some, you know, thinking outside the box ideas that you have for making money and supporting your homestead pursuit. So anyway, appreciate you. Fired up. See you on the next video.